Joining us now to further discussion about the concern on the reshuffling of the president's cabinet is the team national convener, Asiwaju Youth Ambassadors of Nigeria and a legal practitioner. Thanks so much for joining us on the program, Mr. Etim. A whole lot of concern about the state of the nation. First, the insignia of the president is on your cap. Now, those I will ask you, are you still standing on the mandate? Because we've seen that you brought the mandate to Nigerians, but it looks that the Nigerians are saying this government is not doing well. How do you feel about that?
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having me today. Today is a very critical day in every Nigerian's life because we're in a process where we have seen a president whose number one responsibility is the life of the average Nigerian. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the best president we can have of Nigeria at the moment.
How is it the best?
Yes.
People are saying inflation, people are saying cost of living is high, and all of those factors. How do we communicate this?
We did not just wake up and go to this place. We were coming from somewhere. The economy was so bad. The situation was so bad. But luckily, we have someone who is bold enough, who has been commended by both friends and foes, of being the one to be able to have the guts to take those key decisions. Which are these decisions? Removal of fuel subsidy. We would have done this 20 years ago, 30 years ago. We would have survived the process of growth, would have been better for it now. We have to take this decision because in May, the Nigerian Broadcasting, the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics gave statistics that as of May 2023, Nigeria was consuming 60 million liters of petrol PMS per day. But in August 2024, another survey was done. It was just 4.5 million that was consumed by Nigerians.
You mean that there was a corruption in that? I mean, it means that there was a corruption in the subsidy regime.
Exactly.
That those that feel the president rather would have tackled the corruption in the industry other than removing the subsidy.
Now, I agree with you that Nigerians have been groomed to understand that it's the government of the people, by the people and for the people. But we are a free market economy. Government has no business doing business in the sense of the word. But the only thing government does is regulation and ensuring that there's sanity in the system. The NNPC, as of today, is a limited liability company, competing alongside Aliko Dangote's Dangote refineries and co.
But is it not working in Nigeria? Is it not still on the purviews of the president to supervise and know what is going on in that sector, which is very critical to our economy?
I agree. It is because subsidy was removed. That is why we are where we are at the moment. Because the cost of foodstuff, the cost of living, 100% astronomical because everything dependent on PMS, moving from the north to the south to the east to the west. But the president thought about another idea. Let's diversify the economy. Let's look towards CNG. The amount of foreign direct investment that we will attract from CNG is mind-blowing. The conversion is already going on by the presidential change initiative. They're saying, come, get converted, let's begin to move another policy. How would this help us do? At a point in the economy, we'll have a CNG economy, we have a PMS economy.
Is it sustainable from that direction?
It is.
Because that those that feel that the policies that have been introduced so far, none seems to really work. None is sustainable. We've seen government introduce palliative. It looks like the palliative was not even working. We've also seen government increase its allocation of state. The state governors are saying that inflation has not allowed the increase of the allocation to work in their state. The local government autonomy looks that it has been frustrated. It means that every some of the policies and steps taken by the government has no direction and is putting Nigerians still backward.
I actually congratulate you for mentioning the local government autonomy. That is the miracle of President Bola Tinubu's administration. The idea is government is better at the grassroots belonging to the people that own the government. You cannot say a location that belongs to Zaria local government area we pay to Kaduna State government. And then Kaduna State government gives Zaria local government probably 4 million or 5 million to run the local government. No. What belongs to the local government goes straight to the local government and local government will run it. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria. Almost all the 36 states of the country have local government chairman duly elected by the people, irrespective of how the process has went. Of course, they are bickering here and there because this democracy will evolve. We do not just get it, we evolve over time. Now, in another couple of years, we'll have local government areas thriving. Agriculture is the bane of our economy. Where do we have this land? The local government areas. Everybody's looking to Abuja, looking to Lagos. Issues like local government autonomy will be able to solve the rural-urban drift. People will pay attention to the local government areas, especially those of us from the south-south. Local government areas that are oil-producing areas will be very, very booming. Investment opportunity will come. So the idea of government is not magic that you put in 2 naira today and expect it comes in 3 naira tomorrow. No. There are both long-term effects and short-term effects of government. In the short term, government is producing palliatives, like you say, maybe rice, donation, grains, to ensure that the poorest of the poor are able to afford one or two things at the end of the day. But the long-term plan is for the entire future of the country to be removed. Now, let me draw your mind to attention. Now, last week, the Federal Executive Council, through the President, approved that the commencement of the Sokoto-Badagry Expressway. Somebody said earlier that what is the effect of the Elephant project? If you do a Sokoto-Badagry Expressway that was agreed right from the time of President Shehu Shagari, if that road passes through Kebbi, passes through Zamfara, passes through Niger, passes through Kwara, and goes up to Badagry. Now that's opening up the entire agricultural value chain of that axis. It will not happen in 2 days. No. These projects are projects that will come. Administration will follow it up and will get the best of it for the country.
Because the Nigerians have resorted. I don't know if you've seen on social media where they have said T-Pen to the president. Abaya Onanuga said yesterday that no, the president is not T-Pen, but you understand the pains of Nigeria. All of these things you are mentioning, all of these reforms, all of this concern, what Nigerians are saying that it is having a pain on them. It's a painful route. Some of them cannot go back to bed, sleep with food on their stomach. They can't wake up the next morning and be sure of where their next meal is coming from. Their take-home salaries does not even take them home again. It means that all have been channeled for transportation fares. So in all accents, that those that feels the government exists for the people. Do we need to get to the better days at the detriment and the lives of the people? How do you explain this?
I'm actually excited that Nigerians, in your assessment, have referred to President Bola Tinubu as T-Pain. The president has not shied from the fact that there's a problem. He has come out openly. This is the first president that is not blaming anybody for any problem. He's owning up to saying, I know that there's a problem, but be patient with the administration. We are fixing this problem and we'll ensure that we'll get it solved. The president has own responsibility to say, yes, we have a problem, agreed, but we have a roadmap which we would use to solve this problem. One of the roadmaps is the NEL Fund. It's a beautiful intervention. Now, the poorest of the poor who cannot afford university education can be able to apply. The fund is dynamic. They don't to check fraud and check illegal stuff. It is paid to school management directly. It means a child in Federal University of Technology, Mina, can apply for that fund. Another child in Avanikoku in Imo can apply. Somebody in Taisolarin can also apply. It's a dynamic fund that everybody can access education. That's one aspect. We're talking about reformation, and now there's distrust and disunity among Nigerians. You cannot take it away from there. The issues that led to the civil war did not just arise and will not just go back. There are a lot of bickerings from different sections of the country. Now, the kind of relationship that this administration has had with the executive, with the legislature, has been an amazing relationship. Now, we've had Southwest Development Commission, Southeast Development Commission, North Central. Now, the president, in his wisdom, has carved all those commissions into one ministry to be supervised by the Ministry of Regional Affairs. Let's talk about the issues that concerns the regions. Now, the president in his broadcast earlier talked about a 30 days youth conference, a youth seminar, to be able to get young people. This country is for the young people. Sit down, discuss our roadmap with the country. So it's not just about saying that you take these policies. There are policies of government. The responsibility of government is to create policies.
All right.
And then you follow those policies through.
All right. Very lastly, are there better days ahead of all of these?
No, indeed, there are better days for the country. We are looking at a period of time where in another couple of months, the competition we're expecting in the petroleum industry will be very important. Because NNPC has to show us what they're doing with all our funds. They're a private limited liability company. The government has the shares. So, of course, they have to do better. There should be competition in that industry. And with the CNG is going, we'll have a lot of competition. We expect that the power of demand and supply that affects the economy will also go into that sector. And then Nigerians will see the dividends of democracy we're expecting.
A whole lot of concern, Mr. Edohosi, because those are probably who have a conviction that the president said you hit the ground running from the one that those are still having to look. Where is this better days that is coming ahead of us, and which is a major concern. But thanks so much for joining us on the program tonight and giving us an insight to all of these issues that have been raised. He is a national convener, Asiwaju Youth Ambassadors of Nigeria. Thanks so much for being part of the program tonight.
Thank you very much, my brother.
A true commitment to reform will mean that the core economic sectors and holding ministers accountable based on tangible results. Now, Nigerians are no longer asking politely. They are demanding and deserving that they will act with integrity, transparency, and the courage to rebuild Nigeria from its foundation and get the country working again. My name is Edikan Michael, and that's our show tonight on the program Big Talk. See you again tomorrow.